Hey Internet, it's me. I don't know why I said my intro weird. But we're back with more Mario Kart. The third wave just dropped today, and so we are going to give it a go. Before we get into it, we're going to do kind of like what we did last time, where, okay, so these are the thumbnails, the first four. How are you feeling about them? Which ones do you think are going to be good or crap? Like, basically just guess ahead of time, what do you think you're going to like?
I mean, I saw the trailer once. I don't know that anything stood out.
That's right, you cheated. You saw the trailer with all 8.
Right.
I only saw the initial, so I only saw 2 of them.
I don't know that anything stood out, but they all looked good. They look like they've upped their game. I'm not familiar with any of the old tracks.
I was going to say, I do not know any of these 4, because I did not play any of those 4 Mario Karts. London Loop is probably going to be great, because we've liked all the dynamic tracks from Mario Kart Tour, like the New York one and the Paris one. Like, those have all been really cool. So the London one will probably be really good, too. Rock Mountain, is that... I can't tell. Is that like a roller coaster or something?
It looks like a Mattel ramp jump.
Oh, yeah, like a Hot Wheels kind of jump.
Hot Wheels.
That looks like that could be interesting.
I'm looking at
Boo Lake.
just
I'm
because
probably
the
going to
theme.
love the theming, yeah. So out of all of those,
Honestly, I don't know what to expect, but I'm excited for all of them.
I think Boo Lake might be my favorite because of the theming, but again, I guess we'll see. We'll see if it ends up crap or not.
Right.
If any of them are bad, I'm going to guess it'll be Maple Treeway. But even then, it'll probably be bad in the sense like the ice level in the last one was bad.
It's still good.
Awful,
It's just not the best of the best.
And then, here's the last 4. Another one from Tour, Peach Gardens, the Christmas one, which is new, and then another Rainbow Road.
Oh, that's right. That Rainbow Road looked like it actually went onto the planets instead of just staying on the Rainbow Road the whole time.
Yeah, that's going to be the awful one. I can tell right away, because Rainbow Road is always awful. The Rainbow Road tracks are garbage. This one will be garbage. I stand by that ahead of time. We'll see, but no.
I don't know. I want to say Merry Mountain. I don't know. Like, I want to say Merry Mountain might be the best one because of the one that we like so much with the skiing mountain.
Yeah.
I can't
the Wario. I think it's a Wario something. It's the big
downhill one way.
I know. We need more one-way tracks. I want more of those. Yeah,
They're all looking like really same-ish to me. Like they're all on the same level, and I really have no idea how to play them out other than just playing favorite theme.
Yeah.
For this set.
Merry Mountain will probably be really good because that's another original track, and like the originals usually play up the anti-grav thing more, so you get a little more play with it.
But we didn't like that candy one from the last level was our least favorite, and that's the original one.
Is it? Oh yeah,
Sky
I guess
High
it was.
Sunday.
And I know you hate the ninja one, and
Right.
that's an original too. Well, I like the originals except for maybe that.
It'll be hard to tell. Remember
I don't know. We'll see.
Mushroom Gorge? We were like, that looks dumb and boring, and it turned out to be like one of the best ones.
Yeah, that one was super fun.
So I guess.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. We'll see what they're going to do.
Just more Mario, just to have more Mario Kart.
Yeah, as always. Yeah, any new tracks is happy. So all right, we're going to play the things, and then we'll come back and talk about the things. So let's just jump into it.
So we just played the 2 new cups.
That's the opposite of what I just said.
They were really good. But do we have an order? Do we have a favorite? Do we have a least favorite? Let's find out. What are they called? Rock Cup.
So yeah, these are the first 4. A Rock Cup. So okay, so what did we say ahead of time?
We think they looked all the same.
I thought Maple Treeway might be the most boring.
Boo Lake the
We
best
both
because
said we might like Boo Lake because of the theme. Now that we've played them,
Maple Treeway is the best.
see, I don't know.
Well, all right, London. It's been so long since I played London Loop that one was really good too because that was really long.
It was like 3 whole minutes.
Rock Mountain was really long, and even though it was basically it was basically an oval with some.
See, well, hold on. Let's go in order. Let's do this the right way. Start with London Loop. So, I thought that was fun. I think a lot like the other tour ones, it was longer than we were expecting. It was definitely a big level. And again, those dynamic levels are always fun. I love when it changes directions and does all the things like that. Like that was cool for sure. Was there anything that stood out? Like you get to jump the bridge when it started to go up.
No,
but
the German Berlin one was way more standouty.
Yeah, this one was a little generic. Like still fun.
It was really fun to play,
but
it was a fun.
Just no like memorable theming or moments in it.
Yeah, I'm really struggling to remember if there was a.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it was just there.
Yeah, it was like New York. It's still a fun track, but there's nothing that really stands out as a pillar. It's like there's not a really cool grab section. There's not a neat underwater bit or one really. Yeah, but it was still good.
So then Boo Lake, and I knew ahead of time I was going to love the theming, and I did. I love the theming.
Yes.
It was really cool. Then it went underwater.
Yep.
And the music was my favorite part.
One tiny little grab section, and then it goes underwater.
Yeah. And I love the music because it is the old like the haunted house, ghost house music from the older Mario games, and that was really cool. I dug the music.
I didn't notice the music. I think the only one I noticed the music in was Berlin.
Yeah. This one I thought was kind of fun too because there were a couple areas where like when you first go underwater, if you don't line it up right, you can jump off. Like I actually almost overshot it on the first lap. So like. You have to do it right.
There were edges, like there were ramps, but the fences, but like the fences were like minuscule. Really, I wasn't sure. I was scared to hit them, but I wasn't sure if I would like flip and roll off or something. So it wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That one was fun.
It looked good. Mm-hmm. Out of these four, it was probably my least favorite, but it was still good. Just because
out of these four, it might be. Which is weird because I did love the theming and I really enjoyed the music.
It's still
fun to play.
It's still really good, but compared to the other three, it's the weakest of them.
It's not even like a situation with the ice level from the last pack
where it was just me.
Yeah, like this is definitely above man.
Right. This is a good one.
Like this is like a 7 or an 8, but the other ones were all 8 or 9s. So, but yeah, still really fun. Also, I love the underwater ghost fish. They were really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Rock Mountain, that one was really big. Like, that's the one where, didn't we say, like...
We said Maple Tree had the smallest looking map, but it went on for a long time.
But Rock
Mountain was mostly a like long oval, elongated oval.
It looks like it was just
with a few little squiggles in there. But the squiggles really, because the oval was so long, you feel like you're actually going places.
Also, and I'm not sure because we haven't played around with it enough, but I still think there's a shortcut with those pipes and the air blast coming out of them.
Oh, over to the left
especially toward
the
end
part.
where you get the air time and you're near like the finish line. It looks like those pipe air blasts. Like I don't know. I feel like there's a shortcut there. There's something we need to play with.
You know, I didn't see any shortcuts anywhere in any of these. Like an actual offside ramp.
Mm-hmm. Actually, on Rock Mountain, after you go through the cave and come out on the other side, the right side of the map. There is a little bit of the trail that, like, goes off, like, further from where we come in.
Was there?
So if there was a shortcut, that's probably where you would drop back down to get back on the track.
Mm.
I think there's a shortcut there.
After that jump that's in the thumbnail there,
mm-hmm.
I jumped. I had a gold boost, and so I went through those trees at the very end. I stayed to the right, and I boosted off through the grass on all of that. I thought I was going to like hit the edge of the map and the thing was going to like say wrong way and it was going to pick me up, but it never did. And I wound up boosting the whole way through that onto another section way down there. So I guess technically that's a long shortcut.
Yeah.
Just to go through the trees if you have a golden boost.
And then, so last one, Maple Treeway. This one was weird because when we first started it, there's 2 little chunks of map.
Right.
And I did not know what to make of them.
It's like a circle and like a little squiggle. It looked like a little disconnected sperm.
Yeah. But it was just those 2 little bits. I'm like, well, what the hell is this track going to be? And then, no, it was really fun. That one was really cool. There's a lot of twists and turns there. There's a lot going on.
Looks good.
And when you hit the big jump, like, you can't even see where you're going to come in because you're crashing through the tree.
Right. The first person to go through it actually creates the hole for everybody else. I think that's the way it looks. I was the first one to go through and I saw just a solid tree. I was like, oh my God, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
But then the second lap, I was like, oh, there's a hole there now. So I must have created it.
But yeah, that one was really fun, surprisingly. Like, it didn't look like it was going to be much, but it was.
All these were surprisingly fun.
And then you get to the big tree top where the Wiggler is. And
is that what they're called?
Mm-hmm. I was waiting to see in the last lap, I was wondering if he was going to get angry. Because in the games, like, once you jump on him the first time, he gets pissed and he walks, like, twice as fast and he's got a big angry face and he's red. So I thought they were going to do that here and he was going to be more of a menace to try and dodge. But they didn't. But no, that one was really fun too. So these first 4, there's no losers. Like, all 4 were great. Like, well above average.
Right. Are we going to try and rank these 4? I'd go Maple, Rock, London, Boo.
I don't want Boo to be last, but it probably would be for me too. I would probably have the same rating, honestly. I don't know.
And that's like really, really like Maple and Rock. You could interchange either.
I was
or.
going
I'd
to
be
say
happy to
I
have
might swap
either
Rock
of
and
those.
Maple. I think mine might be Rock, Maple, and then London. And
London only because it's a nice long one, but it didn't really have any stand out.
Yeah.
Boo, I remember what happened in it, but it was just kind of just.
It's just the last by default.
Just corners.
It's not last place.
It's
It's
just
not
kinda
bad.
corners.
It's just yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then on to the next four. The Moon Cup. Okay, so Berlin. This one was more memorable. I remember right as the intro video started, we
Those
saw like
swamps that
Berlin
fall
Wall.
out of the
That
walls.
was yeah. And then I felt like there's just more memorable stuff here. Like there's the Womps coming down where you're going through the gates in Berlin there, and like you have to get around them.
You got to time the boosts right too.
Yeah, and then the ones crashing down from the Berlin Wall, and like I feel like there's just more going on here. So this one, I think, like you said,
And it was
better than London.
crazy long.
It was super long. That
Which
one
was
felt
awesome.
like we were going for a while. Peach Gardens was really surprising because it looked like a basic map, just like a square.
Yeah.
But it was huge.
Yeah.
Like you were going forever.
Yeah.
And it was a dynamic one at the end. You
At the end,
go the other
yep.
corner and flip directions.
Yep.
And I still think, I mentioned this while we were playing, the topiaries in the garden, there's Peach and there's Luigi, and then Mario's off somewhere else with his own topiary. So I think it's the subtle way of Peach saying that she's porking the other brother. Just throwing that out there.
And it's cool that what are those chain guard dogs?
Oh
that
yeah, the chain
They come
shops.
at the last lap. They come off the chain and they just kind of walk around free willy nilly.
Yeah,
But they don't really
That
attack
was
you.
in Berlin too, wasn't it? Or was that in London?
Was that in London?
Because they were on one of the tour levels.
It
too,
might have
where
been
they broke
London. I
off.
think it was the first guy. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe that was the memorable thing in London that we both just forgot about.
Merry Mountain.
Merry Mountain was really good.
Beautiful to look at. Really cool theme.
Yeah.
You know, most of the time when it comes to Christmas and snow, I'm like, ugh. But this one was cool. It was kind of twilighty.
Yeah.
Not the movie, but like, you know, time of day. And it was
Yeah.
really beautiful to look at. And
That was the thing I said to you when we were on the track, is I like that it wasn't like the cartoony, colorful Christmas. Like, you know how Christmas decorations can be like very cartoony and over the top and almost like the Candyland level.
Mhm.
And it didn't look like that. Like you
Ooh.
said, it was more like the twilight type of day. So it was just more nighttime in a city and just subtle but pretty Christmas lights. Like it looked really good.
it was cool. It was like a mining corporation turned into like Santa's hideaway or
And
something.
then you went up on the train tracks. I
The
didn't
train
even,
train. Yeah, that was pretty
it
cool.
didn't even register for me that was an option. I was
Pretty
just
cool.
following the road.
Yep. Yep. Fun track, cool theme.
Yeah.
Fun to ride on.
That
And
was
then
a really good length too.
Yeah.
And then Rainbow Road. So I said right away I was going to hate this one because the Rainbow Roads are crap. And it's funny because we also said we need more of the one-way tracks. Or at least I said it because I love those. Those
Yeah.
tend to be my favorites.
Yeah.
And sure enough, this was one of those. It was
Yeah.
another full, like each lap is a segment of the track. I didn't hate it. For a Rainbow Road, it was actually fun.
I really, really liked
Like
it.
there were
It
some
was-
tricky parts where you want to avoid a boost or two because it'll shoot you right off the edge, but some of the other boosts you could hit and it was no problem.
It was.
The
It was.
Rainbow Road looked cooler because, like you said, it
The
was like
effect.
the Bifrost.
The effect came toward you as you were going, so it like
Yeah.
kind of sped up, but it wasn't like speed match, so it gave it a really cool optical illusion effect. The track was wide enough that you
Mhm.
could do things and not worry about falling off, but you still could fall off if you did something stupid.
Yeah, and then you noticed it before I did, but the galaxy in the background that
Beautiful.
looked really cool.
Beautiful. Yeah, this is the best Rainbow Road out of all
Yeah.
four that we got so
Oh,
far.
easily. You get to go on the planet at the one point and jump into craters, and it was fun. It's the chain chomp without his chain; he's just rolling by. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I didn't think it would be, but it was. I was wrong.
Now here's going to be the hard part, because all of these are
How do you rate
standout.
these four?
How do you rank them? I'm looking at them, I'm like, oh, Berlin was awesome, I want that one first. No, Peach Garden, first. Mary, no, first. Rainbow Road, oh, first. They're all
Yeah.
really, really, really good. This might be the best cup out of all released so far.
I think I would put Merry Mountain first. Just the theming and the way it all looked, I really, really liked. So I think that one's going to be my first. I think it turned out just a really pretty level. Like, it was just really fun. It looked really good. I enjoyed that one. Berlin's probably going to be last. Not
Really?
because it's bad. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as Peach Garden and Rainbow Road, but I can't decide what order those two are in. So I have my first and last. The two in the middle, I don't know. Peach Garden and Rainbow Road were both really, really fun. I love the dynamic level. I love the one-way level. They both had some really fun bits, even better than I was expecting. So...
Am I allowed to cheat a little bit? Can I go... Peach Gardens would definitely be first, and then Rainbow Road and Merry Mountain would be second, and like Berlin Byways would be like second and a half, not really third.
Well, it'd be fourth, because that's how that works.
No, because Rainbow Road and Merry Mountain are number 2. I don't know that I could distinctly...
That's what happens when you have 2 twos, is the next one's 4. Because I think that's where I'm at. I think, a different order, but I think Merry Mountain is 1 for me. And then Peach Garden and Rainbow Road are both second, because I don't prefer one over the other. And then Berlin would have to be 4th for me, too.
So these are all at least 9 out of 10 tracks.
Yeah.
Would you give any of them a 10 out of 10? Or any of these 4, or in the Rock Cup, would any of those 4 be in the top 10 of the whole game? Like Maple Tree, man.
So we're talking like 10 out of 10, we're talking like Excite Bike.
Yeah.
Or like the Baby Park.
Did any of those hit you this way? They came close. I don't know that anyone actually did.
Yeah, I don't...
But all of these are definitely at least 9s for me.
It's weird because I didn't say it was my number 1, but if any one of them did, it would probably be Peach Gardens. That one was really fun.
Yeah.
I liked the open path through the garden where there's like a variety of different ways you could go. I love that it was dynamic and it switched it up at the end.
And in the end, instead of going through it, you actually flew over it.
Yeah.
But you could still hit the topiaries. And
that was really, really fun. It was a really good level. And after we saw the map right at the beginning, like I was trying to make the judgment just looking at the map. I'm like, oh, this one's kind of short. Like it's just this little square. But it ended up being huge because it was a big square. So I think they're all 9s. But Peach Garden I would give like 9.5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm right there with you.
And then Rock Cup 2, I think London and Boo Lake are both 8s. And then Rock Mountain and Maple Tree are both 9s.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I don't think there's any 10s in here, but they're all above average.
I might go 7 Boo Lake, 8 London, 9s Rock and Maple.
But yeah, this... So looking back at the other ones... like
Sky High Sundays, like really just Sky High Sunday and Snowland are like 5, 6s.
Yeah, everything's fine in the Turn Up Cup.
New York Minute is maybe a 6. Everything else is above that.
Pinball's great. Actually, the Calamari's great too. I love that they turned that into a.
And we like Mario Circuit. It's so simple. But it got a lot of fun turns.
I know you don't like the Ninja Highway. I love
it. That one. Sky Garden is okay. It's good. And maybe a 6.
Yeah, Sky
Shroom Ridge is a lot of it. Shroom Ridge is I'll give that one an 8, but it's still a hard one to do.
It's a bitch and a half, but it's a really fun one.
Yeah, I would give Tokyo Blur 7 out of 8.
And then
8, 9, 8 or 7.
So that one's pretty solid.
Yeah.
But like there's still a couple that are just okay.
Right.
Same for the second one. This third one here, these are
going to be
the
most memorable and exciting to have come up.
Yeah.
So far.
All 8 of these are well above average.
And they all really looked fantastic. None of them looked like they had any subpar visual quality images anywhere.
Yeah. See, I'm really excited. It kind of seems like the quality's going up as it goes.
Right.
So, if they can keep up this trend, we're going to get some more 10s.
And then on top of that, they surprised us with customizable weapons.
Yeah.
Picking and choosing what kind of weapons you want to have in your...
That's really cool that you can turn off stuff you don't like.
I think
Here's the question, what would we turn off?
Right. It would seem if you turn something off, it would be a big hindrance to the other person. But it would take away. Like the only thing I would turn off would be squidding.
Yeah,
get rid of squidding.
To hell.
Like as annoying as blue shells are, I say you got to keep them in.
Yeah, blue shells are a necessary evil. I feel like that's part of the challenge.
But squid ink is just
there's
no reason for it to.
Honestly, I don't know if I love the lightning either.
I think I heard that in the customizable weapons, you can actually pick and choose what teams also get which weapons.
Oh, so if you do like a team battle?
Maybe if you do a battle, I did. I read through it really quickly, but I think I heard someone say that you
Yeah,
can
full
also,
disclosure, we didn't play that yet. We just did one run of each tour.
right.
So,
But we saw the screenshot and it works, and
yeah.
it looks. It's a really cool feature to have to the game. That Nintendo is pushing something like that and updating the game.
Yeah,
like that.
that's what I said. I love that they're doing quality of life improvements alongside the stuff. Like, it's not new racers and new karts, which I would love some more new racers, just to, a little less stagnant. Karts, too, for the same reason. But, I mean, anything they do really is cool. Like, getting that is awesome, and I know we've both said multiple times that I really hope when this is done, they give you more options for the amount of tracks you do when you do multiplayer. Because I would love the option to do all 96. Just put it on random mode, do all 96, and just make a day of it.
Right.
Also, we've both said this before too, but the ability to have a playlist of tracks. Like,
Yes.
let me go through and decide, I love these 12 tracks. Let me save these in a playlist.
Right.
And just
You never have to see
play
Cheese
through
Land
those.
or Calamari
Yeah,
Desert
oh,
ever
God.
again. Not
Yeah.
Calamari Desert. Cheese Desert.
Yeah. Cheeseland can go, the Yoshi level can go, at least 2 of the other Rainbow Roads can go. Like, that would be really, really cool if we could get that. So hopefully that's something we see. Hopefully we keep getting more quality of life stuff. Or maybe some new battle maps. Like, I still would give my left and right testicle to get the Block Fort back in this game. If we get Block Fort, we're going to do balloon battles all the time. Because currently we never really do them. Like, we just do the races. But that map was the best battle map in any game ever, and I stand by that to my grave.
Yep, absolutely.
So if we get that back, I think that is going to make a lot of people do the battles more. Because right now it's just kart racing. No one does the battles. There's no reason. But yeah, this was definitely the best DLC we've gotten yet.
It's funny because we said that last time.
I know.
But then this time, really, they did up
Yeah.
their game. So good job, Nintendo.
Yeah. I'm hoping they continue the trend. I'm hoping we come back for the 4th one and say the same thing. Like, oh my god, this is the best one.
Right.
Like, if they can keep outdoing themselves, we're going to get some more 10 out of 10 tracks.
Right. 24 new tracks already, and they're all
Yeah, they're
really
all free.
good.
And we've got 24 more to go.
Yeah.
So,
Only
yeah, this
halfway
is going to
there.
be cool.
A whole nother year of new Mario Kart coming up.
Yeah. Alright, so stay tuned. We'll do more videos when more tracks come out, and I'll do other videos eventually, I swear, maybe. So yeah. See ya.